All right, my friends, well, it pains me to do this. I'm just going to do it for you Subscribe Star members because I think we need to nip this in the bud right out of the gate. This incessant fear and fear mongering and panic. It's crazy. Let's revisit what the H1N1 pandemic was in 2009. Look, if you were in the market in 2009 and through 2010, after the Great Recession, after H1N1, why would you get upset now? It just doesn't make any sense to me. But all right, unless you needed a reason to sell because of, at some point the market has to go down. I get that. That's a legitimate thing, but it's kind of late now. We're down 30%. The 2009 flu pandemic in the U.S. was a novel strain of influenza H1N1 virus, commonly referred to as a swine flu. The virus spread to the U.S. from Mexico. By the mid-March 2010, the CDC estimated that 59 million Americans contracted the H1N1, 265,000 were hospitalized, and 12,000 died. The earliest reported case in the U.S. began appearing in late March of 2009 in California. That was right on the bottom of the markets, by the way. Then affected people in Texas, New York, and other states. By April 22nd, the CDC first activated its Emergency Response Operations Center. On April 25th, the World Health Organization declared a public emergency of international concern. The disease then spread across the country. By the end of May, it affected citizens in all 50 states. Did you have it? I don't know. I don't know if I did. I didn't get tested for it. I just went on my merry way. The total number of confirmed cases varies from 27,000. In June varied from 27,000 to about 27,000. Towards the middle of June 2009, the number of U.S. cases in the U.S. passed out of Mexico. As of 25th June, the CDC released information revealing there are more likely than over 1 million people with the disease in the U.S. Deaths relating to this new strain of influenza began appearing in late April, and by the early June 2009, states have started reporting fatalities. These deaths totaled 4,000 as of November 15, 2009. On April 26, 2009, the HHS declared swine flu a public health emergency. And on October 24, 2009, Obama declared a national emergency in the U.S. On November 12, 2009, an estimated 22 million Americans have been infected and 4,000 Americans had died. 4,000 Americans had died. And on November 12, 2009, just 3 weeks after Obama declared it a national emergency. On December 10, 2009, the CDC reported an estimated 50 million Americans, or 1 in 6, had been infected with it, and 10,000 Americans had died. On December 23rd, the CDC reported a reduction in the disease by 59%. Of the disease was expected to end in June of 2010. So what did you do then? So let's go back and we're going to see what it was worldwide, because this is nuts how bad it was worldwide. So let's go back here and we'll see. It's insane. It was the second of two pandemics involving H1N1, the first one being the Spanish flu. First described in April 2009, we talked about that a little bit. It is estimated that 11 to 21% of the global population, 6.8 billion people in the world, of which 700 million to 1.4 billion contracted the illness, with 150 to 575 fatalities. It had a much lower case fatality rate than the Spanish flu did, but almost 500,000 people died from H1N1. Unlike most strains of influenza, it does not disproportionately infect older Americans more than 60 years old. This is an unusual, even characteristic feature of H1N1. Even in the case of previously healthy people, a small percentage develop pneumonia or acute respiratory distress syndrome. It manifests itself as breathing difficulty and typically occurs within 6 days after the onset of flu symptoms. So I didn't do anything. Did you do anything? I just didn't do anything. And I didn't do anything then. Well, I'm going to do anything now. Relax, relax, relax. It's going to be okay. I will see you.